Here's the culprit count for this book. I should note that 2 cases list every single character. That's the only reason why Mustard, Plum, and Scarlet are on this list. Outside of that, they're never culprits. Here's the culprit count for all the books, and here's the end of book culprit count.
Argofont Book Review, Argofont Book Review.
Case 1. Everyone has 2 nervous ticks and a weapon. Half the characters aren't named, but it's easy to identify them. They are Manners Lover, Forgetful Man, and Woman Who Hasn't Spoken Already. Everyone trades weapons. Lead Pipe attacks Revolver, and the female culprit has a blunt weapon. Who is it? Mrs. Peacock. She's the only woman with a blunt weapon, besides Mrs. White's lead pipe. I have to say, this book's explanation for the case is terrible. All it does is say who attacked who, without saying how you figure out who is who. Also, the solution seems to hinge on the fact that Scarlet hates Green's nervous tick the most. It took me longer to understand the explanation than it did for me to solve the case. Case 2. Mr. Body gets a valuable doll, causing everyone to make doll puns. A red lover has the wrench, Mustard has the candlestick, White has a weapon that can't point, a Manners lover trades a lead pipe for White's weapon. Plum steals the doll and forgets what's going on. He's attacked by Revolver, who's attacked by someone, who's attacked by a Manners lover, who's attacked by a female, who's attacked by lead pipe. Who is it? Mrs. White had the lead pipe, after trading her rope for it. Case 3. Everyone makes a suggestion about what to do today before they go to the carnival. Everyone has a favorite food and a favorite ride. As an added difficulty, some of them share favorites, and nobody's name is used outside of the start, so you have to identify people based on their earlier suggestions. I didn't bother to solve this one. It more or less forces you to make a 24-item chart at the start. Then there are 15 changes. Specifically, everyone changes rides, everyone tries a different snack, and 3 pairs swap rides. Who is where? They're all at the carnival. Case 4. Plum makes a perfume that causes people to forget who they are. Plum and Green think they're each other, as do Peacock and Scarlet. Mustard thinks he's Plum, White thinks she's Mustard, and Mustard thinks he's Peacock. Things quickly get confusing as a false Peacock becomes Plum, a false Mustard becomes Green, and a false Green becomes Mustard. The case switches back to referring to characters by their real identities for 4 trades, and the challenge is to figure out who's who. Case 5. There is a contest to make unusual ice cream sundaes. You need to keep track of the ingredients that they use. Luckily, this time everybody's referred to by name. The culprit is the person who added onions, followed by cheese. It's Mr. Green! And the order doesn't matter in this case. He's the only person who had onions and cheese. Case 6. The guests line up alphabetically from left to right. 1 and 2 swap, 5 and 6 swap, 3 and 4 swap, 4 and 2 swap, 3 and 5 swap, 1 and 6 swap. The female next to 4 swaps with Plum, who leaves. 3 goes to the far right, 2 and 3 swap, 4 and 5 both leave. Who is 2? Mrs. Peacock. This case confused me because of where it starts counting. Whenever I say second from the left, I mean this person. When the book says second from the left, they mean this person. Case 7. Scarlet gets a candle. The only people who know its exact price are her, Mustard, Revolver, and Knife. The 2 that don't know the price are the women, who have Candlestick and Lead Pipe. Scarlet has the rope. She's robbed by Lead Pipe, who's robbed by Revolver, who forgets what's going on. He's robbed by Wrench, who is robbed by Candlestick, who is robbed by Knife, who knows the exact price. Who is it? Mr. Green. You eliminate Scarlet, who's the victim, and the 2 women who don't know the price, leaving Mustard, Revolver, and Knife as the 3 men. Mustard is Mustard, obviously. Revolver is Forgetful, so he's Plum. That leaves Green as Knife. Case 8. Everyone has a horse race. Again, nobody's referred to by name. They're referred to by the type of horse they're on, and you identify them based on their personality traits. They attack each other with weapons, and the winner of the race is Mr. Green. Case 9. Everyone plays musical instruments, so they strum out musical puns for a song. Peacock can't play harmonica, White plays drums, harp, and guitar, Scarlet plays harp, piano, and guitar. Green plays drums and harmonica. Plum can't remember how to play anything, so he attacks Peacock. A woman plays piano, while another woman shoots Plum. Who is it? Mrs. White. Peacock is gone, leaving Scarlet as the only woman who plays piano, leaving White as the female culprit. I simplified this puzzle in my recap. In the book, no one's referred to by name again. They're referred to by quilt pattern and location. Case 10. The guests tell nasty rumors about each other. To solve the puzzle, you need to keep track of who believes the rumors, as well as who told what rumors about who. The person who only believes rumor 5 is attacked by the subject of rumor 5, who is attacked by someone who believes rumor 5 in one other rumor. The person who started the rumor about green chases the person who started a rumor about them. Body is murdered by the final guest who believes rumor 4. Who is it? Mrs. Peacock. Scarlet attacked Green, who attacked Plum, while Mustard chased White. That accounts for everyone besides Peacock. The end. Post-book follow-up. In one case, Miss Scarlet thinks about eating chili squares with whipped cream. I searched on the internet. It appears that food does not exist. It's quite obvious this book has a different author than the previous ones. Normally in this series, characters are called by their name or their weapon. Occasionally, they're identified by their gender. For the majority of the book, no one is referred to by name. They're referred to by nervous tics, favorite carnival ride, who they thought they were, place in line, horse, quilt, and rumor belief status. Really, the only way to solve these puzzles is to start by making a chart to keep track of who's who. If you don't have a chart like that at the beginning of the case, you're gonna be confused when the characters start swapping. As a result of this change, the puzzles are harder. I didn't like it. The puzzles are fine, but I honestly would prefer it if they called the characters by name. It pushed me to the point where I didn't bother solving the puzzles. You can call me a quitter for stopping when the puzzles got too hard. Other reviewers had no problem with this book, so your mileage will probably vary when it comes to these puzzles. I give clue number 16, Danger After Dark, a sideways thumbs up.